Ideas on balls.co.za. Weekdays 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Time to chat to our fabulous Dorothy Black. We have a very intriguing question, I must just tell you, this afternoon. Anyway, so it's just me and you, and...
Yeah. And this question you don't understand.
Well, you see, I don't know what the first part means. So I'm going to ask the way the question goes. It says, I've recently been friend-zoned by my girlfriend. What the hell does that mean?
No. Keep reading.
No, but what?
Because he hasn't been friend-zoned. She broke up with him.
I've recently been friend-zoned by my girlfriend. We dated for 10 months. Our relationship was awesome. Never argued. Sex was great. Yes. Then about 2 months ago, we had a small disagreement one night, and she said we weren't good as a couple, and we just made better friends.
Yes.
We haven't spoken much since. Last communication was about a month ago. But every time we spoke, she always just said, I must get over her.
Yes.
First, then we can work on our friendship. I believe she does actually want to be friends, and that she didn't just say it to drop me softly, but I'm sure she misses my company. I'm crazy about this girl. I've been on dates with other girls since, but no one compares to my ex. Is there any way I can get out of the friend zone before I see her again? I can't stand the fact that I could see my soulmate walk away with someone else. This poor man. So
my heart. I'm like, honey, you haven't been friend zoned. She broke up with you. She's your ex. She wants to like just be friends, and then maybe when you don't love her anymore, you can probably be friends. Friend zone is what happens when, like, before you go out with someone, a girl decides or a guy decides that you're only friend material, that there is no chance for a romantic liaison. And if it happens after a relationship has come to the end, it means you are broken up. So she is your ex. You haven't been friend zoned. You are the ex. And she does not want to have anything to do with you. And so there's like a little part where he says, like, I'm very sure that she's missing my company. You know,
she's not.
I think this is heartbreak, and breakups are horrible. They feel shitty. And sometimes we make stuff up in our heads about how we think the other person's feeling to make ourselves feel better. And so if she has been quite clear about the fact that she wants to be friends and she doesn't want to go out with you and the relationship isn't working, that is really what she means. And if you have not spoken to her in a month and there's been no contact and she's made no effort to contact you, and when she does speak to you, she's like, you need to get over me first. I think all of those are very clear messages that it is over and that there is no chance of it resuscitating.
I'm very confused here.
Why?
Because it says she friend zoned me. So doesn't she sit there and go, hey, no more going out but friends? And he sits there and reads it, well, she's just trying to break it down softly, etc., etc. But there's still a chance. I'm confused here.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I just think that maybe then the term is incorrect. You can't be like friend zoned by an ex. Then you're just an ex, and what you're doing is trying to decide if you can be friends or not. And it doesn't really sound like you can be friends, not from your side anyway. And there's another thing I want to point out here. The end of a relationship doesn't just suddenly happen. You know, you didn't like have an amazing relationship for 10 months. And the sex was great and everything was awesome. And then you have one bad night and your partner's like, what? That's it. We can only be friends. I'm not into this anymore. That doesn't just happen. Okay. So,
maybe she's a complete cow.
Maybe she's a complete sociopath. Look, it happens. It absolutely happens. But I would suggest that he kind of goes back and he thinks about, anything that led up to it. Like, if I am going out with someone and we're having an amazing time and the sex is great and everything's awesome, I am not going to want to break up with them. I'm not going to want to be just friends. So what I'm saying is that she probably felt like you were kind of more of a friend from the start.
Yes.
Because if I feel very friendly towards someone I'm going out with, I might wait for like something bad to happen so I could just go, yeah, well, it's not going to work out anymore. So I think I'm kind of done. Whereas I was actually kind of feeling that way for the longest time.
Okay.
But that's just me, and that could kind of explain why it's been so easy for her to sort of go, not interested, kind of moving on, don't need you to do whatever it is you're doing anymore.
Yeah, I've got a feeling she wasn't that into him. It was just like convenient.
Yeah, well, convenience, that's such a...
Yeah, you see how you girls are. There we go. Lead us along. We fall in love with you. And then you just sit there and go, yeah, okay, let's rather just be friends.
That's real funny. Sash, I'm going to let that one slide.
Oh, did I say that out loud?
Wait, and then there's one other thing. This whole thing about soulmates. So, you know what? A soulmate...
Is there a soulmate?
Nah, you know what? I think there are just lots of people that... Look,
it's the most overused word ever.
Hey?
Most overused word ever.
No, absolutely. There are two things here. I think like there are a lot of people that you meet and that are amazing. I think you meet people who are more amazing, the connection is stronger and it ticks more boxes than other people. But I heard this fantastic quote once, and someone said, you only know if someone was your soulmate at the end of your life. which is shitty, because sometimes we say goodbye and we walk away from things that shouldn't have been walked away from. And maybe when she's 80, she'll look back at this and be like, oh, that was terrible and I should never have left dear Johnny boy. But the fact is that right now it's over. Yes. And she's moved on. And whether you feel like she was your soulmate or not, you need to start practicing some real self-care in this situation. That means like cut off ties with her, stop trying to be friends with her. If you're not ready to pursue another relationship, don't pursue another relationship. Take some time out. Grieve, get over it. You don't have to go on dates. No one you go on a date with now is going to compare anyway because you still love her. And so dating is kind of silly. So just take some time out, take some time out, be single, feel sad about it, mourn the end of the relationship. And then in a few months or a few weeks when you're ready, then you can start dating. But I would stop thinking about getting back together with her.
I agree. I think you're spot on. I think he's, yeah.
And also, like, how hard do you fight for someone? If you have to fight really hard for someone to be in your life, they shouldn't be in your life.
Yes.
Someone should want to be in your life. You shouldn't have to try and work for it or fight for it or convince them about it.
And you're getting blocked the whole time.
I've done that. It's a mess. It's a mess. It just leaves you anxiety-ridden and feeling shitty. If someone doesn't want to stick around, they don't want to stick around. If they don't want to be part of your story, they don't want to be part of the story. Close the book, move on.
100%. Whoever you are, young man, listen to Dottie. She's spot on. And buy her a drink for saving your life.
Oh.
Dottie, what have you got planned for the weekend?
This weekend, not much actually, come to think of it. I'm kind of hoping to do a lot of Harry Potter watching.
Ah, okay. And when you coming back to Johannesburg?
I'm busy watching all the movies again, so I'm kind of waiting for it to get rainy and wintry again.
Oh, when are you coming to Joburg again?
I don't know. I'll think about it sometime.
Let us know. Have a beautiful day. Bye. There we go. Dorothy Black, always Wednesday afternoon with the greatest advice. So if you want anything from her, then just email dorothyingeneral@gmail.com.
Balls.co.za